Imagine walking into a room that doesn't feel quite right. The walls are yellowed with age, the carpet damp underfoot, and the hum of fluorescent lights above is constant, almost deafening. At first glance, it seems familiar, like an office building or an old motel, but something is off. The air feels heavy, the space stretches endlessly, and you realize you're completely alone, or so you think. This is the Backrooms. In this video, we're going to break down everything about this strange, otherworldly concept. Where did it come from? Why does it resonate with so many people? And what does it reveal about our fears and imagination? From its humble beginnings as an internet myth to its evolution into a modern cultural phenomenon, we'll explore what makes the Backrooms so uniquely unsettling and endlessly fascinating. Welcome to Concept Explained, the Backrooms. The Backrooms are like an alternate reality, or perhaps an accidental one. It's described as an infinite maze of eerily monotonous, empty rooms, all lit by buzzing fluorescent lights. The walls are papered in outdated yellow patterns, the carpet damp and musty, and the air carries a faint, metallic chill. At least, this is how level 0 of the Backrooms is described, as if you go by certain continuities, there are up to thousands of different levels and layouts of this strange, monotonous world. But for now, we're just going to focus on the basics. The idea first emerged in 2019 on the X-board of 4chan. A user posted an out-of-context photograph showing a bizarrely empty, brightly lit office-like space. The caption reads, "If you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the Backrooms." For gamers, the term no-clip refers to moving outside the boundaries of a game world, slipping through walls or floors. But here, it implied something more sinister, falling out of reality itself and into this liminal void. The concept quickly spread. It wasn't just the idea or the image of the Backrooms that captured people's attention, but what they represented. A space that's deeply uncanny, where the rules of reality break down. So, what makes the Backrooms so distinctive? At first glance, they seem almost boring. Beige walls, damp carpets, and fluorescent lights. But it's the monotony itself that's terrifying. The environment is defined by its endless repetition. Hallways stretch in every direction, looping back on themselves or ending abruptly in dead ends. There's no logical layout, no escape, and no clear sense of time. You could wander for days or years and still find yourself no closer to an exit. This sense of liminality, a term used to describe a phase of transition or a threshold, is key to the Backrooms' unsettling nature. Liminal spaces are transitional places, like hallways or waiting rooms, that feel in between, neither here nor there. The Backrooms amplify this feeling to an extreme, trapping you in a state of permanent transition. And then there's the question of entities. Early versions of the myth focused solely on the environment, letting the emptiness speak for itself. But as the lore grew, so did stories of strange creatures lurking in the shadows. Some are described as humanoid, others as grotesque amalgamations of flesh and machinery. Their presence adds a new layer of dread, the fear that you might not be as alone as you thought. The Backrooms began as a single image and a brief idea, but it didn't stay that way for long. People on forums like Reddit began expanding the lore, creating detailed survival guides and mapping out levels of the Backrooms. These levels vary in appearance and danger. Level 0, for example, is the iconic yellow walled space, while other levels might resemble abandoned malls, overgrown forests, or endless parking garages. Each has its own rules, hazards, and entities, turning the Backrooms into a sprawling, collaborative universe. Beyond the internet, the Backrooms have inspired a wide range of media. Indie games like The Backrooms 1998 and Escape the Backrooms let players explore and survive its oppressive corridors. Short films, like Kane Pixel's The Backroom series, use found footage techniques to bring the space to life, blending analog horror with surreal realism. So, what makes the Backrooms so compelling? Part of it lies in their simplicity. They don't need jump scares or elaborate monsters to be frightening. Instead, they tap into deeper, more universal fears. At their core, the Backrooms represent the fear of being trapped, both physically and existentially. The idea of wandering endlessly in a space that defies logic, with no hope of escape, mirrors our fear of isolation, disorientation, and purposelessness. Some interpret the Backrooms as a critique of modern architecture and corporate spaces. Their drab, lifeless design feels like a parody of the office buildings, malls, and waiting rooms we've all experienced. These are places meant to be functional, but devoid of soul, and the Backrooms take that sterility to a terrifying extreme. Others see them as a metaphor for dream logic. In dreams, spaces often feel familiar, yet distorted, infinite, yet claustrophobic. The Backrooms capture that same surreal, unsettling quality, where the rules of reality no longer apply. The Backrooms are more than just an internet myth. They're a reflection of our shared anxieties. They show how a single image and a few lines of text can spark a global phenomenon, driven entirely by collective imagination. They also highlight the power of liminal spaces in storytelling. These are the in-between places, the overlooked corners of our world, where the uncanny can thrive. By focusing on the mundane, the Backrooms remind us that horror doesn't need to be loud or gory. It can be quiet, subtle, and deeply personal. And creatively, the Backrooms have opened the door to new possibilities in horror and art. Their endless, undefined nature invites endless reinterpretation, making them a canvas for creators to explore. The Backrooms are an anomaly, a myth, and a metaphor, all rolled into one. They embody our fear of the unknown, our discomfort with liminal spaces, and our fascination with the eerie and uncanny. Whether you see them as a fun internet story or a deeper commentary on modern life, one thing is certain: the Backrooms have earned their place in the pantheon of internet culture. So, what do the Backrooms mean to you? Are they just a creepy concept? Or do they tap into something more profound? Let us know in the comments, and remember, stay curious, but be careful. You never know when you might no-clip. And as always, thank you for watching.